My channel is all about body sculpting and body contouring. And you can spend thousands of dollars on a machine, but if you're not draining your lymphatic system, if your lymphatic system is clogged, you could be getting results right after you do your treatment, but within a couple of days, you're right back to square one again. So that's what this video is all about, is how to keep the results that you're getting from your body sculpting and how to set yourself up for success. To understand body sculpting, you really need to understand how the lymph system works, because the lymph system is key to eliminating your body of waste. Waste is what you're going to create when you do these treatments. Anytime that you break the fat cell and it drains, it's creating waste. And that waste is going to go into your tissues. Ideally, you want your lymph system to pick up that waste and get rid of it. How do I do that? By using your vacuum handle. Your vacuum handle is going to make or break the results that you're going to get from these treatments. These machines are only as good as your body's ability to get rid of that waste. Okay, that's easier said than done, right? So let's go through a few things that can help you to keep that lymph moving. This vacuum handle should be your best friend when it comes to body sculpting. If you don't have a handle like this on your machine, if you just have a cavitation handle, you can use something like this. This is a wood therapy mermaid's tail. A lot of body sculptors use this if their clients can't tolerate the vacuum therapy. You can also do dry brushing, you can do manual massage, and you can do cupping. So that's why the majority of professional body sculptors do a lymph massage before they even start a treatment. So I'm going to teach you today how to kind of jumpstart your lymph system before you even start your treatments. And then I'm going to go over with you how to make friends with your vacuum. Okay, what is the lymph system? The lymph system basically does three different things. It removes excess fluid from our tissues. It absorbs fatty acids and moves them to our circulatory system. And it produces immune cells for our immune system. The lymphatic system is a busy system. It's really busy, but it doesn't have a pump like the circulatory system. So by movement, you're going to keep that fluid moving. So what do you do when you do body sculpting? You heat, break, and drain. You're actually causing excess fluid into your tissues. So your lymphatic system needs to pick up that excess fluid. Your lymphatic system needs to pick up those fatty acids from the fat cells that you have just burst. How do you get your lymph system moving? It's so important to detox a week, 3 days before you even start any of these treatments. I have done a whole detox video that talks about how to set yourself up for success before you even start doing any kind of body sculpting. And the first thing that you need to be doing is going to the bathroom. If you're not going to the bathroom at least once a day, your system is backed up. It's that simple. You should be going 2 to 3 times. If you're only going once or not at all, your system is going to be backed up. The second way you can tell if your lymph is not moving correctly is you could be retaining water. You could have a lot of weight gain that's actually fluid built up. So how can you tell if you have fluid built up? Just like a balloon full of water, when you tap on it or flick it, it's going to ripple. Your skin is the same way. If you're retaining water and you tap on it and it ripples, that's water retention, and your lymph system could be backed up. Another way to tell that your lymph system is backed up is that you don't sweat. Sweating is key for your body to get rid of toxins. Sweating is so important. If you're not sweating, chances are your lymph system is backed up. Okay, Joan, I've done all these tests and my lymph system is backed up. So how do I unclog my lymph system? Here is a picture of the lymph nodes. So when you do a light 6-point lymph massage, you always start at the clavicles. You always start here and you rub and go in circular motions really lightly. You never want to go hard because the lymph system is right below the skin. And if you go too hard, you're going to bypass it and it's not going to work. So you can do tapping, you can do a light massage, circular motions. You can go back and forth with your fingers between your clavicle. You can do all of these things. Then back here behind your ears, you can actually put the peace sign up and do this and go up and down and in circles, back and forth, and then bring it down. And then bring it down like this. So this is one, this is two. The next one would be your underarm. You just lightly massage this. Do the other side. So that's three. Four is here. Here's my belly button. I'm going to go right below my belly button and right above my belly button. And I'm going to go in circular motions. Okay. Fifth one is your groin. You're going to just massage through the groin, to the groin. Okay. And then the last one is behind your knees. You're going to massage that area behind your knees. So that's how you're going to get your lymph moving. Another way to get your lymph moving is dry brushing. You're going to start, this is a diagram of dry brushing, and you're just going to follow this diagram. Another way you can get your lymph moving is to exercise. Exercise is the best way to get your lymph moving. Your lymph doesn't have a pump like your circulatory system does. So anytime you exercise or move or walk or jump up and down, you're going to get that lymph moving. I own a vibration plate, and I tell you that is the best thing. What I usually do is I'll do the 6-point pump and then stand on my vibration plate for a few minutes, and then I go work out. And I can really tell the difference when I start my day that way. When I start my day before I even get dressed and do the 6-point pump, stand on my vibration plate for about 7 minutes, and then go work out, I feel like everything's moving better. And so that's what I would suggest that you would do, is do the 6-point pump and stand on a vibration plate. Go work out. There's your heat, because you want to do the heat before you start your treatments. You want those fat cells heated up, because you're going to do the heat, break, and drain method. Anytime you do body sculpting, it's heat, break, and drain. You can also use your cold hot hammer to get you the heat. This has two functions. It gets hot and it gets cold. You would use the hot mode to heat that area up really good. Okay, once you got it all heated up, now you're breaking it. You're either using cavitation, or you're doing cryolipolysis or whatever to break that fat cell, or laser lipo. So you need to get that fluid that you just drained from the fat cell, you need to get it over to the lymph system. So if you were doing your arms, for example, you have lymph nodes here and you have lymph nodes here. So you need to get that fluid to the lymph node, to the closest lymph node. Your vacuum treatment, you're going to move that fluid to the closest lymph node. So the closest lymph node here would be my underarm. So I would go here and here and here. This is how I would slide the vacuum, okay? You can also go here. Go around. You can go around your arm and go to that lymph node. It's just so important to get the fluid to the nearest lymph node. These are the pictures of the lymph nodes in the torso. So you're going to move your vacuum from the furthest direction towards the nearest lymph node. So if you did your torso, you're going to start back here and move it towards the lymph node. Always towards the lymph node. You're going to do your legs, same thing. You have lymph nodes here and you have lymph nodes in your groin. You're going to go to the nearest lymph node. You're going to run it to the nearest lymph node, okay? To the nearest lymph node. When you're doing your vacuum therapy, if it's extremely painful, chances are you have your knob turned up too high. This silver knob here on this machine controls the pressure of the suction. If you have the S shape, it's on the top. Wherever your silver knob is, that's going to control the pressure of your vacuum therapy. Your vacuum should be The vacuum should be strong enough to hold the vacuum in place if you let go of it, but it shouldn't be so strong that it's sucking it up and it's being painful. So if it's painful and leaving a bruise, you need to turn this down because it should never be that painful. The lymph system is just under the skin. So if you have that turned up really high and it's painful, chances are you're bypassing the lymph system and it's not going to do any good. If you don't have a vacuum on your machine and you just have a cavitation handle, or you have a machine that only has cavitation and radio frequency, you can use one of these. These are really inexpensive on Amazon. This is super easy to use. It's the same concept. You just move it to the nearest lymph node. You just move the fluid to the nearest lymph node. It's all about getting that fluid to that lymph node. Super easy to use. And it has different angles for whatever body part that you're working on. So it's really helpful. If you're doing your torso, you can start at the back and move forward. Same thing with your leg, your thigh. Move it to the nearest. Dry brushing. I can't say enough about dry brushing. Dry brushing is going to help get that fluid moved into that lymph system and help that lymph system stay moving. Cupping. You can get really inexpensive cups from Amazon. I see them everywhere. These are a picture of some cups that you can get on Amazon for very inexpensive. And you can do cupping as well. You can use that vacuum on your off days as well. You don't have to just use it on the days that you're doing your treatment. Just make sure that you turn the radio frequency off and just use the vacuum portion of it. So if you're getting results when you're doing your treatments, but in a couple of days it seems like your body's reverting back, then it's because of the fluid built up. I hope this video was helpful in explaining how important it is to make friends with your vacuum. Your vacuum really will make or break the results from your treatments. And as always, everything I use in my videos will have links in the description box below. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know. Like and subscribe and leave a comment down below.